Mr. Commissioner McCarthy, this is the latest of several racially tinged incidents. What's going on in your city? And when you hear the outrage last night, what's going on in Sanford?
First of all, Reverend, thanks a lot for coming on a tough day for the loss of your mom. The city of Sanford feels bad. I was watching the news in New York, and the family said it so good. It isn't a black thing. It isn't a white thing. It's a right and a wrong thing. And we are two different people. You're a conservative. I'm a conservative. You're a liberal. We're so different in so many ways, but what we're doing is the right thing. And last night at the commission meeting, I felt as though it was an important first step to move forward, with the city. Just because we're different doesn't mean that we can't work together.
Right.
Whether we're Republican, Democrat, that's the problem with our country. So that's the reason why I made the motion last night. I thought it was an important step that everybody knew, but it needed to be said. So doing the right thing is the important thing.
And I must point this out. You, as you say, are conservative, and I'm sure some of your constituents may not agree with it, but I think that it gives a lot of courage for you to stand up and say, this may not be politically to my base, but somebody's got to stand up here and break this cycle, because this can't just be what Sanford becomes known for.
It's an easy decision when you do the hard thing, but you know it's the right thing. And it'll end up, this climate of change that we're going through here in Sanford needs to go all through our whole country, and we got to learn how to take and work together. It doesn't need to be the way it is. And this family's been through enough.
Commissioner Williams, let me ask you this. You spoke passionately about this Stand Your Ground law and how it affects you personally. Tell us about that.
Well, when I think about that particular law, I become disappointingly frightened because I have a grandson who's 11 years old. I have two sons, and I have a husband who are all black males who represent all other youth in Sanford, all other black men in Sanford, and I have become frightened myself because I don't know whether I'm going to lose them in the same type of experience. I don't know whether that's going to happen. And when you think about the fact that a black male in the United States, more specifically in the city of Sanford, can walk for a block and be murdered, and because no witness is present, the accuser can claim self-defense. That is a frightening experience, and that's a frightening reality. We must do something about it. And I am interested in getting with the Black Caucus in the state of Florida to see if we can come up with a Mr. Martin's law, Trayvon Martin's law.
Wow. Mr. Commissioner McCarthy, the young man was killed right behind us, given all the circumstances, and as you said, we may disagree on some politics, even on some legislation, but given all the circumstances, back they talk.
Chiefly is a good man. He did not, I believe, have the experience. He hadn't been in the position very long. Could he come back? I think it would be very difficult. I think he did the right thing by stepping down. I'm proud of him. I requested last night at the commission meeting that he do that it doesn't go any further, and it's a good first step on changing the whole climate of what's going on here in Sanford.
Let me say this. It's the first step. But the healing process will not begin in this city until the chief of police Lee, is no longer there.
All right. Commissioners Velma Williams and Mark McCarthy, you have it right there. Thanks for being here tonight.
Okay.
Coming up, people all over America are wondering how a law could allow someone to shoot and kill. That's next. I didn't have him do it yet.